population turning into mindless zombies, forceful mass infections was an unsurvivable scenario for a majority of people. But what if we turned that up a notch? What if the infected could literally turn into creatures born out of your worst nightmares, or something that looks like something out of Junji Ito's Fever Dreams? Keep in mind, today's video will contain spoilers, because some people need a spoiler alert for a video that discusses the story and concepts of a full series. Today, we talk about the Monster House, No Monster Apartment, Parasite Maxim, and Attack on Titan called They Want Their Creatures Back. Let's ruin our multiple encounters with the monsters by playing the same Imagine Dragon song 4 times. My boy Mu Young returns from as a weapon-savvy dude who crafts dying light like weapons.
Hello?
The man with the katana has the power of God and anime on his side. Boss Baby ain't got nothing on this. What does your heart truly desire? I want a lot of hair. I want to go fast. I want to make gains. I want to suck dudes dry. What's more powerful than a katana? A weed whacker. The tank's little brother became the tank's big brother. I see what you did there. Humanity's need to satisfy its own desires will be its ultimate undoing, and Humans Are the Real Monsters miniseries itself. Today, we are telling you why you wouldn't survive Sweet Home's Monster Outbreak. Based on the webcomic series of the same name from 2017, this 2020 drama series takes many inspirations from its source material, but also has many divergences. Both series, however, still go over an outbreak of monsters taking over South Korea from the eyes of the residents occupying the green roof apartments. These horrific and otherworldly looking monsters being created from the very people they hunt and sometimes devour. At first, it seemed to be some sort of a virus that spreads to humans
Where you
by
at,
the
man?
swallowing or consumption of human foods and liquids and possibly even the blood of other infected. However, the means of infection are still mostly unknown and labeled by the South Korean public as a curse rather
You said
than an
bottom right?
actual disease
Dude, you have a
spreading
skateboard? Is that you?
unknowingly. So it might be like the Walking Dead virus
Now
where
I go
everyone
bottom
has
left.
it, but there has to be a trigger that causes you to turn. The calling card of someone falling victim to
Oh
this
shit, what the
affliction
fuck?
will be with the first
What's
initial
my
symptom of a nosebleed. This profuse leakage of the nose will
am I
often be
even in your
followed up by
part?
the individual suffering through numerous bouts of fainting,
Okay.
aggressive behavior, and
I was in your part.
auditory hallucinations. The voices and sounds a person will hear are actually emanated not from a degrading of their psyche or mental disorders, but actually from an unknown entity that seeks to manipulate them. Varying between each mind that it encounters, it will seek to expose your most hidden and gravest desires and prey upon them. Once someone has been afflicted by this curse secretly labeled the Crew, it can take anywhere
The
between a
bottom
few
left, where
moments
you at?
to over a day to start a physical and mental transformation.
Oh,
It
you
can
said where
take
go?
at times
You're not even
several
in my
days on the
part.
willpower of one's soul, and if they can
Fucking
resist
retard.
immense temptations,
Please tell
this
me out.
voice is a crutch
Bottom left, I'm
phase.
in. Bet
For
on
many
my
people,
bottom
fighting back
left.
against this voice that preys on their weaknesses and
Burger
desires
King
will
food,
not be a
ladies.
long endeavor. If one lacks the mental strength to fight it back or withhold restriction to succumb to their desires, then their
Not bottom left.
personality and behavior will slowly
That's bottom
and
right, you
soon
fucking retard.
drastically start
Oh,
to
I'm
change.
bugging.
Sometimes during this process,
It
it may
was the
seem like a
opposite.
person's
Okay.
former self breaks out of this control occasionally to
Jane, you're slow a
compensate
little
for
bit.
the
You're a little
illness,
bit, you know what I'm saying,
as
slow.
seen with the gentlewoman
Let
in
me change
episode
my
1,
badges.
who eviscerated her cat
Oh,
and
these
then
badges
tried to
not that
beg
bad.
for Hyun's
Jane, you
aid.
better get your spot
While it
taken.
may
Oh
have
God,
been
you are.
her own conscience briefly appearing and panicking
Oh,
over not
never
knowing what
mind.
caused the gory
I got your
scene to
squad up.
occur that was at her own hands, the transformation she was undergoing probably allowed her consciousness to appear as a ploy to lure unsuspecting and or solitary victims into a blood
I'm
pool,
sorry, real
which
quick.
in a worldwide initial outbreak could see to the easy infection of helpful people or the effortless slaughter of loving family and friends coming to her aid, which each latter part is interchangeable. Some of the cursed will act peaceful and give food to others in order to infect them or at least lure them into a trap until their cover is blown and they mutate further into the monsters that they are becoming. These mentally diverging people will slowly start to physically mutate before becoming complete monsters, restructuring their body into various means of deadliness and destruction. As the woman at the door had already had her arms mutated while it tried to hide its new physical evolutions to uninfected personnel. These monsters can take on any number of forms, ranging from tentacled, leech-tongued beasts to muscle-bound, tank-like abominations. The monsters have an insatiable hunger and will try and hunt people down to devour their flesh most of the time, as well as any available food nearby if their desire so wishes. Their extremely violent and brutal nature will cause them to attack anyone, and if attacked in any way by any entity, will fight back with
83 overall.
reckless abandon,
Should be
as
smooth.
seen by the spheroid monster when pierced by the eyeless
Where did this
bug.
man Trent
They
at?
will, however, hesitate to attack other infected.
Hold on. Oh, my phone.
Yeah,
He's
this
in.
and
Hold on. Hello? Yeah, he's out. Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright.
I got to put on boxed.
Bro, I hate when kids run across my face. Like, move, you bum.
Oh, good
Go
shot.
get in chat real fast. Go get in chat.
The monsterification process they are in if they haven't already been infected.
Oh, fuck.
High-pitched sounds will debilitate them because they do have an enhanced sense of hearing, and this makes them very sensitive to loud noises as well. But for the most part, they are nearly unstoppable killing machines. Causing any severe damage to them will only slightly deter their pursuit. Unlike the generic form of destroying the brain or removing the head like a generic zombie, the monsters of Sweet Home's universe had the capability to regenerate any part of their body over time, except for the head. However, even cutting the head in half will not outright kill them, but leave some monster variants permanently blind. Others have shown to be shot directly in the head by crossbow bolts and just brush it off. Even dozens of shots from military-grade sniper rifles only serve to shape their body, but
Damn,
cause
Dan.
no real harm over time. Electrical shock to the body will only slightly incapacitate them as well, even when this shock is introduced directly into the inside of the body through a bladed weapon. However, they can still feel pain to a certain degree, especially when they are lit ablaze, which coincidentally, the only real way of killing a monster is by completely mutilating the body, chopping it up, or just completely wrecking it, and then completely incinerating the body, making sure nothing is left behind but charred remains. Attempting to reach out to others through electronic means in an emergency will be nearly impossible. Each and every monster also emit electromagnetic waves that will disrupt all wireless communications, rendering all internet and telephone usage inoperable, unless these are used through a wired connection. But besides the innate abilities and durabilities of every monster, each one will have its own unique characteristics that they will use to hunt you down and do what it may with you. The diversity of the monsters you will run into and possibly even become rely on your deepest desires, and context clues as to what these desires may be are uttered by the very monsters themselves after they have turned. As they frantically walk
Dan, where you at, bro?
hastily jolt across their environments, each one will utter a phrase to themselves. Whatever this deep desire is will determine what the inner voice will force your body to mutate into, with many different variations and unique abilities.
Who ordered the cashback? You. Earn a side of 3% cashback on dining, including takeout with Chase Freedom Unlimited. And there are even more new rewards. 5% on travel purchased with Chase, 3% on drugstore.
The first mutation encountered was the starving monster, a former human that was forced on a strict diet by her career that pushed her to near starvation. Her bodily pains from hunger and desire to eat were easy for the crew curse to exploit, causing her to fluctuate between being in control and not. The growing impatient for the prospect of eating was taking longer than expected. Those of this desire will grow numerous, sharpened, has become inoperable if they go into an unworking, chameleon-like fashion. Their reckless appetite will cause them to go into such a fury that they will even bash their heads into structures numerous times. They can leap long distances and rip chunks of flesh out of people in moments flat, but their full capabilities were not explored as it was killed before full monster. The Lotus Root
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Can you like guard your man?
monster that was looks like a gremlin that grew up, was born from an alcoholic who carried with him a
Oh my god, I'm lagging.
to kill his boss. As it groans on saying to kill, it can morph its arms into sharpened spears, as well as stretching those very arms at high speeds to impale targets on the fly. Despite its head being cut in half, the body was able to make up for its loss of sight by increasing its capabilities of hearing, but even magnifying its ear size. As it blindly walks its environment, scratching walls and surfaces, trying to listen for easy victims to penetrate. The only reason for this monster's demise was its encounter with the steroid monster that pummeled it, threw it out of a 14th-story window, and later devoured its regenerating body off-screen. A more iconic mutation of the tongue monster having a leech-like tentacled tongue coming out from its gaping maw. The monster can propel this leech-like tongue at high speeds in order to pierce through solid objects like concrete and steel. Its primary objective is to puncture the body
Bro, get
of
corner.
beings like a mosquito in
He
order
cornered.
to
Hit me, hit me.
the victim's body of all its innards. This short process will leave nothing behind
Thank
but
you.
hollowed out and dried pus, consuming all that was inside, meaning its desires could have
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Oh, they gotta call you.